and welcome to another inexplicable episode of Cooking with Kirby. I am, of course, Kirby, and today I will be making butter chicken. The reason why it's in quotes is because probably a bunch of people who are Indian will probably hate me for the rest of their fucking wasp for the rest of their life for butchering butter chicken, but it's actually pretty good. I make it fairly often. So I already have my rice on the stove here. I don't want to touch that pan because this hand touched chicken. If you are ever working with chicken, always make sure to wash your hands after touching the chicken because you can get salmonella, of course. So I have my rice on here. It's just a basmati rice with spices, curry powder, cinnamon, salt, other shit, whatever. And right now I got the stove on. I'm gonna throw on. I got my chicken sliced up, not too big, not too small. I'm just gonna throw this in the pan here, and we'll start cooking that. I'm just going to turn down the oven or the stove so it doesn't start a grease fire. And I got to wash my hands, so I'm going to put down my phone for a second. Alright. And use paper towel. When drying your hands. Alright, so I'm clean, hopefully, and now we're going to get started on the chicken. So the chicken, obviously, when you're cooking it, you don't want to, I like tiny bits because it's easier to cook. Probably too much oil on the pan here. Hopefully I don't start a grease fire. Yeah, so just like little chunks of chicken in the pan. And you want to make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through. You don't want any pink, like any of this pink stuff, you want that all gone. And if it's cut up into like little tiny bits, it cooks quite a bit easier. So we're just going to cook it till it's done all the way through. And you can just kind of flip it as it's cooking. I have it on, not like medium heat, but like not all the way either. It's on like a 5. Just kind of like let it cook out. You don't have to keep tossing and turning it. You can put your spatula to the side like so. And if you're a connoisseur of alcoholic beverages, you can take a sip of your beer or other beverage. And the only thing you're gonna need to get ready is, obviously you don't. Some people do just want meat, but I got some like frozen veggies, is like peas, carrots, corn, and beans. Definitely not authentic, kind of like Indian style, but it's kind of like what the fuck ever. Just it's good, fills you up. I got some of this spicy butter chicken sauce. This shit is the bomb. It's got a little kick to it, like there's a little bit of spice, which I like. So for the rice, just 1 cup of basmati rice, water, some bay leaves in there, curry powder, garlic powder, salts. What else do I use? Cayenne pepper, paprika, pinch of cinnamon, bay leaves, and that's about it. Just let that, and you can just, once the rice comes to a boil, you can just leave it on the burner on like a sim. Just let it like cook all the way through. You don't want any moisture in the rice, or not like moisture, but I mean like, you want all the water to be gone. Alright, so the chicken's looking pretty good. I have like way too much oil in the pan, so I probably gotta dump some out. So try this carefully. Okay. Careful. Careful. Alright, that's probably good. I think. Okay. Hopefully that's okay. Well, if I burn the house down and I die in a grease fire, I want to be have my corpse that's thrown out into elementary school playyard or something. Throw me in the lake. Alright, so we're just getting the chicken, and the chicken's almost done. Like, you just want to make sure there's like no pink on any of the chicken pieces, because that means it's not cooked. And you can die from salmonella poisoning, so that is like thing you gotta watch out for. It's a real threat. So next I'm just gonna throw in the frozen veggies and just let those cook in with the. Give her all smack. Give her all smack. Get it all. All right. And just dump these in here. Yeah, that's good. That looks okay. All right. So that's in, and then we're just gonna cook that out more. So just let the veggies cook in there, and the veggies aren't gonna take long. Like, they'll cook with the heat of the pan essentially. Just need to be like kind of thawed, I guess. Thawed, cooked, thawed. I don't know. All right. So let that go for a little bit. And then next we got to get the sauce ready. So for the sauce, it's pretty much you just spoon it like right into the pan. The only thing is it can be a bit thick, like me. So you need to have well, you don't need, but you can either thin it out with water, tap water, or if you're not vegan like me, you can use cream, table cream. I wouldn't go any higher than 18% because it's probably too thick at that point. Which is only really a complaint in this situation. But, so we're going to let this veggies cook out a bit more. Cook. Cook the fucking veggies. And looking pretty good. So now to get the sauce ready, we're just going to open up this jar here. Careful not to touch the cutting board, which is covered in chicken. And we're just going to kind of dump this into the pan here. And once that's in, just going to kind of like mix it in with everything. Now you don't need a terribly high heat for this because it's going to kind of splatter everywhere. So just turn down maybe to like almost a low, like a really low setting on the stove top, and just kind of mix it in. Put it in there. All right. So that's looking pretty good. And I just want to let that cook in a little bit. Actually, it's not too bad. Usually this sauce is quite a bit thicker. I don't know what's going on, but let's bring that heat up a little bit actually. Let's let it cook out. Let it stew. All right. So I'm not gonna add the cream unless that thickens up while it's cooking. But I'll keep you guys in the know-how as if it's going according to plan or not. Now. Questions. I guess you can't ask me a question, but trying to think of answers to possible questions, which could be, do I know what I'm doing? And the answer is kind of. Like, I know you got to cook the chicken, to more than to a certain temperature. I'm a bit drunk right now, so I can't remember what the internal temperature is. But as long as it's cooked, both sides in and out. You're good. You don't want to get salmonella poisoning. The rice, you can just use plain rice too. I mean, I like to add a bit of flavor and spice to it, so that's why I add like the curry powder and stuff like that. And if you're wondering what to drink with it, beer goes great with this butter chicken. I find that beer is great. Like you probably want like a light beer. Like an overly stout beer won't go too well with it. I would say like maybe like Rickard's Red at like the darkest. It would be the darkest beer I would go. I got Keys because I got a case of it, so I got to finish that off, and it's all right. It's pretty good. And yeah, I think we're almost done. Just gonna let this cook a bit more. And like you don't really need to like pre-season or marinate the chicken. I think that's probably a bit excessive. I just like, you know, regular chicken breast, just fucking dice it up. Like cut it into thin slices, like thin slices, and because it's easier to cook. I mean, you could do a whole chicken breast, but you'll be fucking frying that bitch for a long time. So, guess we'll get on to. Well, I don't really. It doesn't really. I just gotta throw it in a bowl. All right. Big bowl. Got her big bowl. Nice big ass bowl. Spoon. And rice should be done. Because there's bay leaves in there, you just want to pick those out. I'm gonna grab these. Fucker. Get here. Get back here. Alright. Get that. And just dump it. You don't need it. Alright, so we're gonna do the bad boy. There we go. Spoon her in there. Like so. Like that's alright. And you just put the lid back on there so it doesn't, or fucking hornets or wasps don't go in it. One of those fuckers around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Almost flew in my mouth. So the chicken's pretty much done. I mean, like, I don't know. You could thicken up the sauce, but I'm hungry now, so fuck it. Alright. So that's done. I'm just gonna put this off to the side here. And unfortunately, I picked a spoon with holes in it. Probably should have just got like a regular spoon, but whatever. So we'll just take that. Like so, until you got enough, or maybe you're just a glutton like me and you like a lot of food. So we're just gonna keep spooning this in. I don't know. I think that's good. Is that good? That looks okay. I don't know. I can't even see what I'm filming, to be honest. So there we go. Whoa. Okay. So that's done. Butter chicken's done. Let's give her a taste. The fork should be good. There we go. Very hot, but good. Oh, that's good. Fuck. Alright, well, this has been Cooking with Kirby. Thanks for watching. Butter chicken. Quote unquote butter chicken. And cheers.